Welcome to your British colonisation, your British challenge. Step 1. Choose a persona, either an Indigenous Australian, a convict, or an explorer. Step 2. Create a blog post diary entry about your persona. You need to go to the website www.theaustraliandiaries.weebly.com. This is what it looks like. You've been given access to this website to edit and upload, and you've been sent an email by me. So you need to agree to that invite so you can upload. You will only upload in certain areas, depending if you are an Indigenous persona, you will only upload to Indigenous stories or Indigenous diaries. If you're an explorer, you will only upload to explorer stories and explorer diaries. If you're a convict, you'll only upload to convict stories and convict diaries. There's also on this website historical web links which will help you with each of your persona to help you write your blog posts. You write your posts in the diaries section, and it explains on the website how you do your post. So you must, for your first post, choose a name. So if you're an Indigenous person, it must be a traditional Indigenous name. For example, Bindi Tomi. If it's an explorer, it could be something like Captain James Cook. A convict, it might be Mary Louise Thomas. It needs to be an authentic name. You need to say where you live, so the Australian outback in Darwin, or it could be London in 1700, or it could be in Germany or in Amsterdam. Your occupation, so you need to say what your job is. So if you're a convict, you might have worked as a coal miner, or you might have made shoes. You need to research this as well. You need to say your age and your date of birth. You need to create at least one post before British colonisation, so explaining your occupation. So you might have been a cricket star. You might have been like I said, a shoemaker. You might have been a designer. You might have been from a rich family and you didn't work. Remember, it needs to be relevant. So an Indigenous Australian isn't going to have these jobs. You also then need to talk about, you need to do at least one post after British colonisation. So you're going to be posting throughout the colonisation, but you then need to talk about after. You must blog at least twice a week, up to week 8 to when it's due. Step 3, add the following multiliteracies on your blog. So you can choose any of these options, but you need to choose 3 and upload to your person's page. You can do them all. You can do only 3. Minimum is 3. So you could do a short mini movie on the person's life before, during, or after British colonisation. You can do this on whatever you like. So you could do Photo Peach, Storybird. You could do it on Movie Maker, iMovie, whatever you want to do it on. You could record an interview of your person, so on your Indigenous person, for example, Bindi, or on James Cook if you're an explorer. If you are an explorer, you cannot record an interview with an Aboriginal person. You need to only do it on your person. You can upload a pre-recorded song written and performed by your person. So, for example, by James Cook. So his reflection while he was searching for Australia, he might have written a song, and you can upload that song, and this would have been from James Cook. Or from an Indigenous person living on the land, they might have written a song, and then you perform it on behalf of them and upload it to the blog. A newspaper article featuring your person, so it might be that James Cook was in the London Times, and to show that he was was one of the people that were looking for Australia. It could be an article in the Australian outback on an Indigenous person looking for new land for his family. It could be a news event, so you could create like a Today Tonight event, so you could pre-record it, and it's on your person. So again, like the newspaper article, or you can write an article on British colonisation and upload it. A poem or a prayer. Now this can be typed or it can be created a multimedia, and it's from the perspective of your person. So either the Indigenous person, your explorer, or the convict. A collection of photographs of your person explaining them. So here's a picture of my family from home, because they've been sent to Australia, they're convicts, so they're talking to the people about their photos. Artwork or photography created by your person reflecting on their experiences. So what this is you might want to create a piece of artwork of the land or a map, or you might want to take some photos out in the playground, which is a representation of a convict's story of his life while on the ship, or when he got to Australia, or when she got to Australia, and it's that person's reflection through art on their experience. So what they ate, what they did, what they do, what they're missing, how they're feeling. Or you could also create your own suggestions, something I haven't thought of here. But just remember, when you're adding these multiliteracies, they must be from the perspective of your person. So you can't change throughout the term. If you started as an Indigenous person, that's your name for the whole term. You can't then change to an explorer halfway through, or you can't do an explorer interview and then do an Indigenous poem and then do an artwork from a convict. You need to do the one thing and upload it to your own blog. Then the step 4 is your reflection, which will be your final post, your last post. You need to include and answer these following questions. Now, you won't type it out, you will just write it as a blog, and within the blog you'll answer these questions. So, what they believe, so your Indigenous person or your explorer, so whatever your persona, so James Cook or Dirk Hartog or your convict, what they believe Australia's future is, because now British have arrived. What is the future for them and their people? So, for example, what is the future of the Indigenous person and the rest of their community? Or what is the future of a convict and their people? What is the future of explorers and their people? How they like the other two personas? So, for example, if I'm an Indigenous person, what are the similarities that I have with convicts? What are similarities I have with explorers? And then, how are they different? So, how are we different from explorers? How are we different to convicts? What was wrong about British colonisation and why? So again, this is from your person's perspective. And what was right about it and why? And you can't say nothing for either of these. You do have to come up with a suggestion and any other comments you would like to make. And then finally, the due date for your iBritish challenge is week 8 on Monday, term 3. So you can start at first day back Monday, week 1, and you can be working on it at home, at school. But it is due in at the latest Monday, term 3, and that will determine who the winner is from that date. Good luck and have fun.